Welcome back to the third part of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Back to Andy Kelly. He's on £10,000. He has one lifeline remaining. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling a lot better having got rid of the tennis question, I think.
Yeah, that was a bit of a shame, though, because it chewed up two lifelines, because for once the large majority of the audience were wrong.
Well, before I asked the audience, I was that close to going for Nadal, so that's it's a good use of two lifelines.
Yeah, and actually they have all taken their turn to win amazing championships. It's been an amazing summer of tennis. And if you get enough money, I don't know if you've got enough yet, but if you get enough money, you want to go with Jennifer on the honeymoon you never had.
That sounds terribly sad, doesn't it, that?
No, it just sounds a bit late.
When we got married, I think we would... Well, I was certainly just getting into a career, and it wasn't something we could spend a lot of money on, and we're moving house, and we decided that we'd just have a night in a hotel instead of spending a lot of money on a honeymoon, and maybe now we can do that.
So what's that, 12 years ago?
12 years ago, yeah.
And where are you going to go? What's the plan?
Wherever she says.
You know you don't mean that, Andy.
Oh, I do mean that.
OK, you have £10,000. You have a 50-50. You're two away from £50,000. You would lose 9 here if you gave me a wrong answer. Have a look. This is question number 6 of a possible 12. You could double your money. Here it comes. A dorgie is a cross between a corgi and which other dog? Dalmatian, Dandy Dinmont, Dachshund, Doberman. For £20,000. Are you a dog person?
I'm a cat person.
That's probably not much use then. What are you thinking? Have you heard of one?
Yeah.
Have you seen one?
No. But I think I know it. I think I'll take the 50-50, Chris, though.
OK, computer, take away 2 random wrong answers. Leave Andy the right answer and the one remaining wrong answer. Is what you thought still there?
Yeah. I think it's a Dachshund, Chris. I don't know the other one, the Dandy... Whatever that one that's gone is.
It's gone. So
it's gone,
it
so...
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Dalmatian?
No, I think it's a Dachshund. I think they're both similar size of dogs. I think it's more likely.
Final answer?
Final answer.
It's good logic, actually. Absolutely right. You've got £20,000. You have £20,000. Now, this is going to be a bit tough now. You're going down to the wire, Andy Kelly, because question number 7 is for £50,000, but you've just used up your last lifeline. If you give me a wrong answer here, Andy, you lose 19,000 of the £20,000 you have at this moment. Question number 7, if you give me the right answer, you would go home tonight with at least £50,000. Have a look at it. Take your time. Here it comes. You have no lifelines. Barbara Windsor is a distant relative of which artist? Joshua Reynolds, Thomas Gainsborough, George Stubbs, John Constable. One of those is worth £50,000. 3 of those would cost you £19,000.
You know, Chris, I seem to remember watching a TV show last year that she was on one of those ancestral ones, and for the life of me, I can't remember which one it was.
Take your time. It's a lot of money. Barbara Windsor is a distant relative of which artist? Joshua Reynolds, Thomas Gainsborough, George Stubbs, John Constable. You don't have to play this one.
No, do you know what, Chris? I'm going to let one of these good folk have a go in the chair. I'm going to take the money and go with that.
Sure?
Yeah, that's my final answer.
No regrets?
Not at all.
OK, give him a big hand. Andy Kelly goes back to Rochdale. £20,000 better off. Just out of interest, because you know you'll kick yourself the rest of your life. Your wife Jennifer thinks the answer's George Stubbs. Would she know this?
She might. She might well know it.
She's shaking her head.
I would have had a punt at Constable.
I tell you, Jennifer was wrong. And if you'd said John the Constable, I'll be writing out a cheque for £50,000. You weren't sure enough, were you?
No, I wasn't sure enough to go for that.
If you were wrong, you'd have lost 19 grand. Give me a big hand. He goes away. Sure, with £20,000. We'll play with that. See you later. Cheers. £20,000. So there are still 9 left to play fastest finger first. Let's see who's next to step into the spotlight and try for a life-changing sum of money. Nice and quiet, police audience, as always at this point. Here comes the next question. Starting in America and working east, put these prime ministers and presidents in order of the country they led. Jomo Kenyatta, Margaret Thatcher, Malcolm Fraser, Abraham Lincoln. OK, 9 remain. Let's see how many got it right. This is the right order. Don't forget you're studying in the States, so fairly obviously Abraham Lincoln would be first. Then you go in east. You come across to the UK, Margaret Thatcher. Then going down south to Africa, Jomo Kenyatta from Kenya. And then way across to Australia, Malcolm Fraser, Prime Minister of Australia. So that's the right order. Now, out of 9, these got it right out of 9. Let's have a look. 1. Well, she'll be the fastest finger then. 7.14 seconds. Terry Gillies. Well played, Terry. You're the only one who knew it. Are you ready for this?
No.
No, you are. Wrong answer. Yes, Chris, I am.
Yes,
I'm
I
really
am.
looking forward to it. That's why I came. Terry Gillies from Belfast is a therapeutic radiographer involved in the treatment of cancer patients. Terry actually spent some of her 20s in Australia doing similar work. She's been married to Peter for 17 years. He's up there in the supporters' seat this evening, looking terribly proud. His invaluable advice to Terry was, get the answers right. Yes, thanks, Pete. Great help. They have a 12-year-old son who's also called Peter and an 8-year-old daughter called Gronya. If she wins a few quid on the show, Terry would love to take the whole family to Australia to see where Peter Jr. was born, because they left when he was just 18 months old. She says she'd also like to build a soundproof shed at the bottom of the garden, as Peter Jr. is learning to play the drums. Yeah, I can relate to that. Right. Fingers crossed. Lots to talk about in a minute. 12 questions. 3 brand new lifelines. £1 million. Terry, lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Question number 1 is for £500. Here we go. Since 1988, UK passports have been which colour? Burgundy, green, yellow, black.
Burgundy, Chris.
It's the right answer. You got £500. Question number 2 is for £1,000. You have all 3 lifelines intact. Here it comes. The term foot fault is used in which of these sports? Cricket, golf, football, tennis.
I think it's tennis, Chris.
Final answer.
Final answer.
That's the right answer. You got £1,000.